when looking back at the 2020 quarterback draft class, we're going to say this was amazing. Joe Burrow, Tua.
Here it comes.
Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts. And out there in the woodworks, people ain't see this coming but me. Oh, I saw it. My man, J Love.
Oh, my God. He saw a quarter.
Jordan
He saw
Love.
5 passes.
The Love Man. Now, I don't know if you guys saw the game Sunday
A
night.
victory lap on a quarter and a half is
The
insanity.
2 drives that
was
Jordan Love
drives.
had. I mean, Jordan Love was slinging. He was absolutely slinging.
He was.
That down to Christian Watson. Christian Watson took it to the house, a house call. But
That
that
Terrible angle by
that
the
slant.
second
Not that
second
safe.
drive
Such
was
a bad
impressive.
angle.
He made a great pass to Aaron Jones
Yep.
to the sideline. He dropped it. Then third down, escapes the pocket in the red zone, throws a dime to Randall Cobb. He just drops it. I mean, Jay Love was terrific. I mean, the way the ball comes out of this guy's arm, and now, before the draft, I don't know if people realize, but he was compared to Patrick Mahomes because he was able to make those off-platform, nice, sexy
Acting
throws.
like Caleb Williams.
And let me tell you
Jay
something.
Love.
Jordan Love, I tweeted this a while ago, and this gonna be 100% true. We're gonna look at this and say you were so right, Joel. Jordan Love is gonna be the
It's a
perfect.
rarity.
Jordan Love is going to be the perfect example of how a quarterback can properly develop, even if you sit him multiple years. The Packers had Brett Favre, then Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had that moment in 07 versus the Cowboys. Well, guess what? Jay Love just had that against the Eagles on prime time for the whole world to see. Now, Jay Love, that's that man. That man's good. That man's back.
He looked fantastic in his 2 drives against Philly. I'm not even saying that with any sarcasm.
No, he looked great.
Yeah,
He looked breathtaking.
to come.
I called Dehls right after the slant. I said, "Stop hating on Jay Love,
and,
baby."
and then he said, "Watch, I'm gonna call you again after he scores and we win this game." I said, "Not against Jalen Hurts, Bucko." He looked fantastic. I mean, to come into a game where you're down 14, the defense knows you have to pass, and you're going up against the Eagles, number 1 seed in the NFC, great defense all season, and to look how good he looked. Now, given that Christian Watson play where the safety just took a terrible angle that allowed Watson to get to the outside, that's not going to happen all the time, but there's nothing.
The same way how a team's not always gonna go spread out the defense when Hurts just sneaks in for a running touchdown in the red zone versus the Colts, right? Well, when I nitpicking, I'm hating. But now you nitpicking Jordan Love. And it's not hating?
Joel.
Stop hating on him.
Joel.
Stop hating.
Joel, can you let my man give his monologue?
I said
Stop
2
hating,
sentences.
man. Oh my
Listen, I know,
God.
Joel,
Goodness.
after the Zach Wilson debacle, you need a quarterback W. Drew's got Tua. I got Jalen Hurts. You're desperate for a quarterback W. I get that, but let me talk.
Yo,
Let me talk.
that's
Joe Burrow's not a W?
Oh my
Get the
God.
fuck out of here.
What are you talking about?
What do you
fuck outta here.
mean?
Bro, I was in on Joe Burrow since last season.
That's
Oh my
not.
God.
What are you
do
talking about?
You understand what he means? Quarterback that people were down and out on.
Anyway,
Jordan Love.
That's why I said you need your dub, and he looked fantastic. But my guy over here was going crazy when I was talking about Taylor Heineke, and now he's seen fucking 7 passes by Jordan Love, and he's the franchise guy.
9.
For this to make sense, for this Jordan Love pick to make sense, he has to be a franchise quarterback because you have, for the most part, wasted a first-round pick over these last 3 seasons when you could have gotten a wide receiver for Aaron Rodgers, when you were in multiple NFC championship games, when you had a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and I guess just won the last year was a round 2 exit. When you had a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and instead you've used on Jordan Love as
they had
just
chance
a
to go to the
backup
Super Bowl
quarterback.
last year.
Yeah,
Number
I
one
know.
seed
I'm
in the
not
NFC.
saying the NFC championship game. But they used on Jordan Love, who, if he becomes a franchise quarterback, it's worth the pick. But up till this point, it has been a disaster of a pick because they could have used it to reallocate other resources. You're looking at me funny. It's true.
Disaster.
No, they should have drafted a wide receiver or something.
Drafting a franchise quarterback was a disaster.
That's why I said he has to be a franchise
exactly.
quarterback for it to make sense because you have Aaron Rodgers playing at the peak of
They
his
could
game.
have drafted a receiver with the A.J. Dillon pick.
They had Aaron Rodgers back-to-back MVP, and their draft pick right before that was a backup quarterback. So up to this point, it hasn't been a good pick. But to your credit, Jordan Love looked fantastic against Philadelphia.
so damn
More than
good.
anything, he looked
looked
like
amazing.
he belonged. Last season
Yeah.
against Kansas
More than
City,
he belonged.
he looked lost. He looked like he wasn't even a backup quarterback in this league. Now he comes in, again, last year against Kansas City, he knew he was starting. This week, he didn't know he was going to come into the game. He came in that fourth quarter where it was a 14-point game, but you score a touchdown, get a stop, all of a sudden we have a ball game here, right? So it's not like he was going against some prevent defense where they were just playing way off and they were letting him get yards. No, he made multiple impressive throws. So for the Packers, you have to be excited. The only thing that's unfortunate, and I use that kind of loosely, is Aaron Rodgers is expected to play. And Aaron Rodgers also said on the Pat McAfee show, if I'm healthy and I could play, I'm going out there. It doesn't matter. So it's kind of hard to predict what Aaron Rodgers does. For the betterment of the organization, it would make sense to put Jordan Love out there for the remainder of the season. But in terms of Aaron Rodgers, just his personality and who he is as a quarterback and what he means to Green Bay,
And what you paid him this offseason.
it's very hard for me to see that they're not going to sit him outside maybe the last 1 or 2 games. Rodgers is going to play for these next few weeks unless he gets re-injured or he says to the training staff, I can't go.
You're not sitting Aaron Rodgers when you're paying him $50 million a season. It's not happening.
Were they 3-8 right now?
Yeah, no, they're not good. They're not good.
Rodgers is selfish for that.
He's selfish, but he's a competitor. He's Aaron Rodgers.
No,
He wants to
let
be out there.
Jordan Love
Selfish for taking the money, or selfish for not sitting and allowing Jordan Love, someone else, to take his job?
Exactly.
Interesting. So I'll say this. Jordan Love looked damn good. There was a lot of in the short number of passes that he has, but the passes that he did have, almost every single one of them, I thought, wow, great decision. Wow, great throw. One pass specifically, if I'm going to nitpick, because there was only 9, the route to that Lazard got off of Slay. It was like a double move, but he got off free, and he kind of just undershot Christian Watson a little bit. I just would have rathered him take the safe route. Maybe Lazard makes a play happen and gets into the end zone regardless, but instead he kind of went for the deep play with Christian Watson. I understood the logic.
Short-armed it.
But exactly. And he could have had a touchdown with Lazard potentially. But it is big play Slay. You're probably being mindful of that. You don't want to test him, especially making your one appearance. God forbid you have an interception on the resume, especially when you had a good game. I just need to see more. That's it.
Yes.
I'm going to allow Jordan Love to impress me. I'm impressed. I notice for sure. He's got me on notice.
Called him a joke.
I did. He looked like a joke in training camp. A lot of throws, he looked like he wasn't taking shit serious.
It's like 5-second clip.
It's a few of them. I'm just saying, I'm definitely intrigued with Jordan Love, and when he steps onto the field again, it'll be cool.
You better be careful. You better be careful, because you can't treat Tua and Jalen Hurts the way you've been treating them all season and see 1 or 2 games of Jordan Love and come on this podcast spewing nonsense. We care too much about our audience for you to do some dumb shit like that.
I'm tired about this. I'm tired about this shit that you be talking. Right, Tua, I am very super duper critical of Tua. There's no doubt. You won't get me saying anything different. That's a fact.
Casual.
It's sad.
That's a fact.
It's fucking
What Jalen
sad.
Hurts,
No, it is
though.
sad.
Wait, hold up.
It is sad because I sat here every single.
Hold up,
No,
bro.
not even you. Tua's been great.
Hold up, bro. With Jalen Hurts, you got to stop acting like I'm down on Jalen Hurts. I'm not down on Jalen Hurts at all. In fact, last year I thought he was going to be good.
You did.
He was good. This year I had the Eagles as a top team again and thought Hurts would take another step
You
forward.
always thought it was because of the team.
What are we talking about?
You didn't think Hurts was going to be this good.
Well, the team has a lot to do with it. But even so, you got to stop acting like I've been down on Hurts. I never, and Drew, you can attest to this. Have I ever criticized or put down Hurts like I did with Tua?
No, Tua
It's a different level.
You're a generational hater of Tua.
It's a different level.
You're
with
just
Tua.
a regular hater.
So don't.
Hurts.
I'm not even a regular hater. I like Jalen Hurts a lot. I really do love his game. So stop acting like just because I nitpick a play. Just because I nitpick a play. I'm a hater.
Jalen
of
Hurts had a
What are we
game-winning
talking
drive
about?
where he's made the 2 biggest plays on the drive, and you came in here and said
Honestly,
it was all right.
I was shocked when you did that because you really have not been a hater of Jalen Hurts. You really haven't.
I'm just analyzing what happened.
Last year, what?
That he
With
won the
Colts.
game.
Wait, because this is the thing, and this is what we got to understand. The Eagles are just so dominant right now that when they face a team that gives them some trouble, and you see something that could become a pattern in the postseason, I look at it and I take note of it. Because right now, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles look amazing. They're steamrolling right now. But those little mistakes, I take into account. I take notes. And in the postseason, they might show up.
Honestly, if we're being honest, the real issue over these last couple of weeks with the Eagles have just been some weird turnovers. The Washington game they had a perfect ball to A.J. Brown that goes through his hands. The defender gets it. You have a big play to Quez who gets punched out, and then you have a Goddard fumble. That's the reason why they lost that game. And then you have the Colts game where it really wasn't any turnover issues. I know Jalen Hurts had the fumble. Even still, he was gearing up to throw the ball down the field. It's not like he didn't see.
Well, for me, it was more so just not making the correct play on these on read options. And stuff
yes,
like
he made a couple mistakes, but for the most part, like they still won the game. And the biggest issue right now is they just can't have weird turnovers. That's the only reason they lost that Commanders game. They won the Colts game, and this Packers game, they just put up 40 points. The Packers were on their heels the entire night. They could not take their foot off the gas, and they stayed on it till the fourth quarter. Now, I understand it was a mostly rushing attack. They had 350 rushing yards, and I'm surprised you didn't hate on Jalen Hurts for not throwing the ball. That's growth, though. I respect that.
We didn't talk about the game.
We see multiple ways for the Eagles to win. We've seen Jalen Hurts be able to win with his arm, and we know he could do it with his legs. 150 rushing yards is something that only a couple of quarterbacks in this league can do.
Before the season, I had Hurts as the 17th best quarterback. The players over there are two egregious ones over him that I will not defend. Jameis, so I will not defend. Dak was over him. I still think that's a debate. I know that Hurts is in a great situation right now, so it might not look like it, but Dak is a great quarterback.
For sure.
Derek Carr, in that situation he was in. Kirk Cousins with this offense. Kyler, Lamar, Russ, Stafford, Watson, Herbert, Burrow, Rodgers, Brady, Mahomes, Allen.
17th?
Yeah. I mean, how many? Well, I would definitively, 15th spot. How many of these quarterbacks on a year-to-year basis do you think Hurts will be consistently better than? I don't think Allen. I don't think Mahomes.
No.
I don't Rodgers and Brady, well, they're closer to retirement.
Yeah.
So I'll say Burrow, that's 3. Herbert, that's 4. Watson, that's 5. Lamar, that's 6.
Tua.
I guess you could put 2 in there. I think they're very close.
They are.
Kyler, if he gets the right offensive coordinator and the right offense around him, I think he'd be better than Hurts. So I guess Hurts is in like the bottom half of the 10.
He's a top 10 quarterback.
And Matthew Stafford, man, I don't know if he's going to be in a good situation again because the Rams are in hell.
I don't think he is,
but
sadly.
when he's in a good situation, he can be just as good, if not better.
Yeah, but unless he gets traded, I just don't think that's going to happen.
Same thing with Dak. I think Dak deserves to be in that conversation.
Yeah, not for sure.
But like I tweeted this. I tweeted this a while ago, and I know, Drew, that you had this
excuse me.
You had this thought a while ago as well. I tweeted this back in 2020. I may have not realized how good Tua was going to be this year, but top quarterbacks from the 2020 NFL Draft: Joe Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Love, Jalen Hurts. This quarterback group may go down as being the best collection of quarterbacks drafted in one class.
This doesn't move me.
That's facts.
No, but I mean, it really is true.
No, it's true, but like, why are you bringing up that tweet?
Oh, that happened after they were drafted, December 21st. Okay. Yeah. I'm just saying, this draft class is awesome.
It is. No,
it's
for
awesome.
sure. I just felt like you were trying to save face.
But Jay Love is going to be him.
He's going to be the best?
Maybe top 3.